Welcome to the Werdenberg Family Farm. I'm Brenda. Today I'm going to be infusing some of our own raw honey. Okay, time to infuse some honey. We wanted to do this for a while and experiment. It's finally time to do it. We're sitting on a lot of honey, so we can play with it and have fun. Now, I'm going to do 4 that are somewhat common. I've seen people do them. Lavender, vanilla,
well, let's see these here.
Cinnamon, and elderberries. Okay? It's our lavender and our elderberries. We had quite a crop of elderberries this year.
Nice. Okay.
Now, the 2 that I want to do that are not as familiar are lemon balm and hibiscus. Now, I'm only going to do a tiny, tiny jar of them until we see if we like it. But lemon balm, I like it in a tea. I want to see how it flavors the honey. And same with hibiscus. I figured, well, I'm experimenting. I might as well experiment with a bunch of stuff. So this is a pretty easy process. I'll start with, how about I start with lavender?
So which honey did you choose to use?
I chose our lighter honey. We have the light spring honey, and we also have the darker fall kind of buckwheat honey. I figured this is a lighter, more delicate tasting honey. I think the flavors would do better in this. The fall honey has a strong flavor of its own. I didn't want to try both of them. I want to try it just with one honey, see what flavors we like. Then maybe we'll try it with different honeys. I don't know. So, very simple to do. Pour lavender, and the one guy I watched said about a quarter cup. A quarter of whatever you're doing. So there's about a quarter of that jar, maybe a third. Put the lavender in, and this could be messy. And then pour in the honey. And I'm going to pour it up to the rings in the jar. But in between it, I want to stir it up because the lavender will suck it up, and then I'll be adding more to it.
The part I'm curious about is how you're going to get the lavender out.
Well, I'll drain it out with a nice fine colander thing.
Okay.
So a mesh thing. So I'm going to stir it up so all the honey is coated, so it has lots of surface area to touch the honey, and you can see how low it went down. So now I can add honey to bring it up to where the rings are on the jar. Now, oh, I almost forgot my. I could be really sticky by the time this is done. How's that look? That's about right. Okay. Set that to the side. That's lavender. Easy peasy.
So did I see somewhere that there were machines that will do some infusing? Yeah,
there is. I guess it heats it. I don't know what all it does to it, but yeah. I don't know how much they cost, but I'm just going to let it sit in the cupboard in a dark place for like 2 weeks. And I will be flipping the jars every day. Now this is cinnamon, and they recommend if you have cinnamon sticks to break them up in little pieces. I already had cinnamon chips that were already broken up. I used them for Christmas mulled cider. So that was handy. So cinnamon in the jar.
Okay. So this honey, is this just at room temperature, or did you heat it up?
It's actually slightly warm because it was stuff we had stored away and had crystallized just a little bit. So I did warm it, and a lot of the people that do this really warm the honey. They actually infuse it on the stove in the heat. I didn't want to put the honey on too high of a heat and lose all the good properties of the raw honey. So this takes longer. It'll take 2 weeks, but I'd rather do it this way and have all the good stuff still being in the honey.
Yeah, you can definitely damage the honey.
Yes.
Now you said that it crystallized?
Yeah, just a little bit.
So why does your honey crystallize here and not the stuff from the farm? I mean, from the store.
Well, some of the stuff from the store isn't even honey.
Yeah.
Ours is real raw honey, and raw honey can crystallize quicker than pasteurized processed honey.
Yeah, so raw honey, it goes through some screens here, but it's not filtered in such a way to remove any bits of pollen or propolis or any of the other elements that can make up the raw honey.
That make the raw honey very good for you.
Yes.
We keep all that stuff in there.
Yeah.
But raw honey can crystallize easier than the processed stuff.
So to
twice.
uncrystallize it, what'd you do?
I just put it in a pan with a little bit of warm water. And if that happens ever at home, you have a jar of honey crystallized, just put it in warm water, stir it a little bit, and brand new. So honey is something that will last forever.
After all that commotion, our dog's getting carried away here. I think we're going to have to make an adjustment.
She's having fun. She wants some honey or something, I don't know. Okay, another easy one. There are elderberries, and they're actually freeze-dried elderberries. Now I do make an elderberry tincture, and we've made elderberry syrup. But I thought, that'd be interesting to make elderberry honey. So, we'll find out. I'm not sure how it's going to taste, but it will have the health benefits of honey and elderberry.
So our little puppy's in her cage now, just right off to the side, but she was having a little bit too much fun there.
She can see us, but she can't make a lot of noise now. She's a good dog.
Yeah.
But she gets a little wild at times. So I'm stirring up my elderberries.
Okay, are they just raw or are they processed?
They're freeze-dried.
They're freeze-dried?
Yeah, everything I'm using is either dried or freeze-dried, dehydrated or freeze-dried.
Okay.
I think it's actually safer than using raw stuff in the honey.
Well,
Different people say.
yeah, I mean, as we, again, as you know, we do our own honey, and it should be, 16, 17, 18%, moisture. And if you raise it above that, then the honey could potentially, grow bacteria.
Oops. Now the next one is not going to be so easy. It's vanilla. And you use actual vanilla beans for it. So, these are supposed to be
And you don't have a
grade A,
vanilla
good
tree.
melons. No, not our vanilla. But now I have to decide, do I put just one in? I don't know how strong it'll be. I think one vanilla bean might be enough for this.
Okay.
So I'm going to cut it in half first because it's not going to fit in the jar if it's all one piece. And you actually want to cut them in half long ways. The seeds are inside there and you have to cut it long ways to get the seeds out without cutting your finger off. There we go.
There you go. Good job.
And then if you scrape the knife, like which way is which? That way. All the seeds are inside there. If I can get the right angle here. There. That's all vanilla seeds. Vanilla
Wow.
bean seeds.
But you're going to put the whole bean in
I'm going
there,
to put the whole bean, but I wanted to make sure the seeds were scraped out and they'll have lots of surface area on the
Okay.
honey. So let me cut the other guy in half long ways. I hope one bean isn't going to make it too terribly strong. We'll find out though. This part of this experiment is okay, but tasting it's going to be the really fun part. Okay.
So really the only way you could mess this up is if you put things in there that had a lot of moisture, and then it changes the balance of the honey.
That's one thing I want to try is hot honey. But it seems like a lot of the people, if they use the fresh peppers, they do it on the stove, which I got to make sure I'm not destroying the honey. But I would really like to try hot honey. That's in the future at some point. I need to do a little more research before I feel safe doing that.
Okay. So what's
That's
that
the
look like
vanilla.
in here?
Cute little vanilla bean with the
Okay.
seeds all
So
loose.
they'll be completely covered?
They will be complete, and you do want the stuff completely covered. Now that I'm not really going to have to stir it. It's not like it's going to,
They're going to float up to the top though.
well, then I'll cover it up.
Okay.
I'll put more in. Now if I push them under, I think they're going to stay under. Plus I'm going to be flipping them every day.
Okay.
Now the two little guys, this is going to be a challenge. I don't want to do a lot of honey with these because I just don't know if we're going to like it.
So are you going to wait the full 2 weeks or are you going to cheat and test?
Now I'll wait the full 2 weeks. I'm going to be good. I might smell it between now and then, but I'm going to wait to taste it until later.
Okay.
I'll be a good girl. You kidding?
Okay.
Okay. So a little bit of lemon balm. And this is our lemon balm. Freeze-dried lemon balm. Get the desiccant out of there. Let me get a different funnel. Although I don't know how I'm going to get that in there. I could use this funnel, it would fit, but it's all sticky with the honey. And a smaller funnel, this might not go through, so I'll do the best I can. It's not going to take much. A little more. If you've never grown lemon balm, it smells amazing. It really does. And it makes a really good tea. Now I'm going to go ahead and put the hibiscus in the other little one, and then I'll pour the honey in both of them at one time.
So does it still have the fragrance even though it's freeze-dried?
The lemon balm? Yeah, it does. When you, if you squish it up, you'll smell it.
So
Now the
it's the
hibiscus
oils
is not
that it
ours.
does.
I had
Okay.
bought this a while ago to make tea.
Yeah.
So this is not ours, but I love the tea it makes. And I think it's going to make a really pretty color of honey too. Should taste good and be pretty.
Well, you know your elderberry is going to be beautiful.
Oh, it is. It's going to be a nice dark purple, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Now maybe that doesn't quite fit in there. My little jars are cute, but they cause a problem. Get a regular funnel. So I'm going to have 2 sticky funnels. Okay, now this is
See,
going to be
there's
tough.
the origin of the problem when she gets into the cupboard right there. And boom. she
It just
leaves
stays open. Okay, this is a big jar of honey to try to maneuver here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's watch the honey go in here.
You might see me out the other things just sitting clear on the bottom. I got to try to figure out how much put in there, and then lift it up and let it drain in.
Oh, yeah.
More than that. Learn from my mistakes. Figure out ahead of time how you're going to get all the honey in there. Still need a little more, right? It's not up to the top, the rings. A little more. There we go. There we go. But now I have a problem because I have lemon balm on my funnel. So I'm going to have to clean that off before I put it in my hibiscus. I don't want to mix up my lemon balm and my hibiscus, right?
Might create a new flavor.
That would not be bad, you know. Okay, hibiscus time. Whoops. We're gonna have one sticky island. Okay, I need a little more. Come on, funnel.
Do you need another hand?
Stay where I want you. I got it. Just a little bit there. Okay. Let that drain out a little bit. Well, this is really going to be interesting to see how this turns out, you know. And how they're all going to taste.
No, honey is so good all by itself.
I know. But I'm thinking just a hint of cinnamon, a hint of vanilla.
Yeah.
I think that'll be, now I've seen other people do orange. If I had dried orange peels, I would do that too.
Yeah, that sounds good actually.
So we have vanilla, lavender,
All right, wait a minute. Let's see it here again.
vanilla,
Uh-huh.
lavender, cinnamon, elderberry, lemon balm, and hibiscus. And very,
Nice.
very sticky fingers.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be putting the caps on them, labeling them, and probably turning them a few times before I sit them to the side to start infusing.
And did you say you're going to put them in a dark room?
I'll
or
probably put them in a dark place, definitely a place that doesn't
Just
get
out of
direct
the sun,
sunlight. Yeah,
direct
no
sun.
direct sunlight. I could put it in my apothecary cabinet.
Yeah,
That
there
might
you
be the
go.
perfect place for it.
Okay.
So we will be back in 2 weeks to drain the things off and then taste them. Don't you wish you were here for that part?
Yeah.
Now, time to wash my hands. Okay, today's the 2-week mark, and I did wind up keeping them in my apothecary cabinet. And once a day, I would come in here and flip them all upside down. Because everything seems to float to the surface, so that way it gets filtrated through the honey. And it would take about 5 minutes or a little bit more for everything to filter to the top, and then I'd flip them right back the other way again. So they got nice and mixed in and hopefully infused. So I'm going to do it one more time here, and then I'll start straining it out and we're going to taste it.
Nice.
Now comes the fun part. Oh boy, can't wait to see what they taste like.
So after you flip them, how long does it take?
It takes at least 5 minutes, sometimes a little more. It's kind of cool in the house today, so the honey's pretty cool. But it's just like watching a very, very slow lava lamp. They just very slowly start working their way around and up.
Nice. Can't wait to taste it.
Yep. So now that the solids have floated to the top, I'm going to flip it back right upside. And I'm actually going to put it in some warm water, not hot water, but just warm. I just wanted to get the honey a little bit runnier so it will go through the filter a lot easier. You ever want honey, raw honey to go above 104 degrees, that's when you start destroying the good parts of the honey. So I'll just let it in here for a couple minutes, let the honey warm up a little bit, and start straining things out. And wait till you see what I do with the stuff that I strain out of the honey. I have a plan. Okay, I'm going to start with the vanilla. I think that'll probably be easier to strain out. See, it's not real thin, just a little bit thinner than it was. Maybe it should be a little bit thinner. That's going to take a while.
So is it going through?
Not yet. Yeah, maybe it should be a little thinner.
Maybe you should speed up the camera.
Speed up life.
Oh, there it goes.
Is it coming out the bottom now?
Yeah.
Okay, just takes a while.
The dog's rooting around for dinner.
She's trying to tell us it's dinner time, but you're a little early there, Rube. She's a smart little pup. She knows how to communicate what she wants. Okay, the vanilla's all strained through. Now I'm going to work on the cinnamon. Doesn't that look yummy?
Boy, that's really bulky.
Uh-huh.
No.
The cinnamon was on the top, so it came out first.
Okay.
It'll strain slowly. So we're not going to make you watch every second of straining these honeys, but we will bring you back after I get them all strained out, and then we get to taste them. Well, they're all strained. If you do this, be prepared to be patient. It takes a while for that honey to all drain through there. But tell me that elderberry is not beautiful.
Well, let's get closer here and take a look.
It looks pretty. We'll have to see if it tastes good. Elderberry doesn't think it has a real strong flavor, so I don't know what that'll be. Might be more for the medicinal benefits than the taste.
So what's the pink one beside it?
That's the hibiscus. Isn't that pretty?
Yeah.
So the others don't look a whole lot different. The cinnamon's a little bit darker, you can tell.
Oh, yeah.
And the vanilla, you see the vanilla beans floating in it.
Oh, they're little bits.
Yep, the little seeds, which that's okay.
Okay. They pass through the filter.
Yeah, well, it was a tiny filter, but those are teeny tiny. I'd have to use
But that's
cheesecloth.
fine. That'll taste
that'll
great.
be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have vanilla bean ice cream. Now we have vanilla bean honey.
Yeah. That's a good looking lineup.
Yeah, it is. Now we'll have to see how it tastes.
Yeah.
First, I want to show you what I'm going to do with the leftovers, the stuff you strain out. We happened to go to a market last week, and we saw this at one of the honey stands. And it's like, that's a great idea. Instead of wasting all this stuff,
Yeah.
put it to use. Handy dandy tea bag. Now, this could be an exercise in patience too. Just taking it and putting it in a tea bag.
Well, wait a minute. Let's see. That you look like very graceful doing that there.
Luckily, I still had some little baby spoons around from the grandkids.
Okay.
But you don't want a whole lot in there. But the thing is, it'll be already flavored with the lavender, and it'll be sweetened with the honey. Now, I'll have to keep that probably in some parchment paper or something, because the honey's going to soak through the thing.
Yeah.
But that would make an amazing cup of tea, lavender tea with honey. So get another use out of the lavender before you have to dispose of it. So I thought that was a great idea. So I'm going to have some yummy, yummy tea bags around. Ready to drink a lot of tea?
Yeah.
Okay, now we're going to taste these things.
Okay.
This is exciting.
Here we go.
All right, here goes nothing. We'll see if we can taste the flavors in it. We'll start with vanilla.
So we have 6 of them here, so we got to keep this moving.
Yeah, we will. Okay, just get a little bit.
All right.
And we're not going to double dip.
Now.
You ready? This is vanilla.
You can taste the vanilla.
You can.
It's subtle.
It's not real strong.
No, it's subtle.
And more after.
It is. You taste the honey, and then a few seconds later you
taste the vanilla.
And it's not straight vanilla you taste. It's a vanilla flavored. It's something different.
I don't know, but it's good.
Yeah, it is very good.
It is good. Okay.
I think that's a win.
That's a win. Now I got to keep the lids on these so I remember. Well, of course, vanilla, I would always know which one it is because it has the vanilla beans floating in it, the vanilla seeds.
So is that the only one that
On to cinnamon.
Went through?
Yeah. Everything else didn't go through the filter, but I thought the vanilla seeds would. Okay, this is cinnamon. I'm betting this is going to taste pretty strong. Well, more strong than the vanilla. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cinnamon.
I think I got more than you did.
That's okay. Yeah. You taste the cinnamon more and sooner.
You do. You taste it right up front. And it continues all the way through. This is excellent.
That would be great in some teas, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I like that one a lot.
That could also be good if you put some heat to it, like I think. I don't know.
Like the little red hot things?
Maybe.
Lavender. New spoon.
No expectations on this one. Not for me, anyway.
I don't know.
But I don't go around sniffing lavender.
Tasting lavender. You taste it.
Yes.
But it takes a while, just like the vanilla.
It tastes like nothing else I've had.
No.
But I'm very surprised. It's good. I'm very surprised.
I had low expectations. That's really good. It's very subtle. It's not like lavender. It's subtle.
It almost tastes like it's in the same family as cinnamon, but it's more subtle and it's different.
Me, I'm pleasantly surprised with that one.
Yeah, that's
I thought
a
it might
win
be
too.
Too strong. Yeah.
That's 3 wins.
Okay, elderberry. That wins the beauty prize.
Yeah.
And I don't know, elderberries don't have that. Now this is a new spoon. Elderberry doesn't have that strong of a flavor, I don't think.
But you do have elderberry jam, right?
Yeah, but you put a lot of sugar and stuff in it.
Okay.
And syrup, you put honey in it. So, oh, here's elderberry. All I taste is honey.
Yeah, flat line.
But the medicinal value would be good. You know, if you want to get some elderberry for the, the immune boosting things, what a way to get it in honey.
It's impressive looking.
It's beautiful.
And you could probably say that you taste these notes or nodes.
You're not going to fake it. It would be a nice Christmas gift if you want to give something to somebody. Tell me that wouldn't be beautiful.
Yes.
In a pretty little jar. Okay. Not a lot of taste, but health benefits are still there.
To me, no difference in taste.
Now, hibiscus. Now, you've never really had hibiscus. I've had hibiscus tea.
Have I had hibiscus? Yeah. No expectations.
Right.
In fact, I shouldn't even be. I shouldn't
Well, see if
be
you taste
allowed
anything.
to taste it.
Yeah. It's got a little bit of a floral hint to it. Not strong.
It's out of my league. I can't comment.
Well, from drinking the tea, I know what I'm looking for.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
It's very subtle.
Too subtle for it to register.
It's definitely different. I should give you a blind taste test. Honey and then hibiscus tea. See if you can tell difference.
Maybe.
But I like that. I don't know how much use I would get out of it. Now the lemon balm.
And you've sniffed that too.
Sniffed it, yeah.
I don't know what to expect.
And I've had tea.
I actually could taste some.
Not a lot.
No.
Just a hint.
And I still taste it actually, but it's the most subtle.
Yeah.
And still has a taste.
It's like earthy and lemony.
Yes. Earthy is exactly what I was thinking at that,
Great minds think alike.
It is. It has an earthy. But it's good.
I'm pleasantly surprised. I didn't know what to expect either. I probably knew I'd like the cinnamon one, but I like all of them really. The elderberry, like I say, it's not much for the flavor of elderberry, but the health benefits would be amazing.
Yeah.
So, well, that was a success.
Yeah, that's a win.
We're going to have some tea tonight with some infused honey.
Why not?
We'll have to pick which one we want. So, well, thanks for joining us on another experiment with infused honey. And we will see you in our next video. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.